Okay. Without fear nor favor, we speak truth to power. We hold government accountable. And this is the Freedom Money Rise on Freedom 87.9. I've already corrected the sound issue on the live, and I'm hope that all is okay right now. So good morning. There are too many things happening in Liberia. Lots of things going on. Unfortunately, yesterday we were very well loaded, and of course the government through its own people music. Okay, so they started playing with the stuff and we couldn't, but we are back. Gratefully, we are back. And this morning, we're going to be looking at some very, very important issues. And like I said, we are going to take a lot of time on the sonar, and we are back this morning to continue with it. So on yesterday, at long last, the government of Liberia has admitted that indeed the president told a blatant lie, and that the sonar contained misrepresentation and of course inaccuracies. But even in the attempt to correct the misinformation and lie, they did not cover all of the lies that were told in the sonar. They cherry-picked and, of course, still demonstrated arrogance simply because the man who was trying to correct it is a doorman. That's the Minister of Information, Culture Affairs and Tourism. He's an arrogant, dull man. That's who he is. He's very rude, and, liability on the government. So we will dig deep into that and, of course, expose everything for you. But it is a good thing to hear that the government itself has admitted that the president lied. Remember, lying on an oath, the president is not supposed to lie. They were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. So they need to tell us when they're going to organize another press engagement, public engagement for the president to come appear on ELBC and apologize to the nation. The president is not supposed to be lying to the country. Of course, this morning, the president will have to schedule an appearance at ELBC to apologize to the country and take full responsibility for the disgrace and embarrassment caused the country. Do you know what it means for a whole country? All our partners, friends, and everybody that's there in the sun, in the heat, the people saying that you go tell BB lies. We disturb you, expose you sufficiently. Everybody firing from everywhere. Drive it and kind of say, you know, we're sorry. The president's statement, yes, on Lala or inside, but we're sorry. But the only thing, the speech rather. All right, we want the president himself to come publicly and apologize to the legislature, apologize to Liberians, apologize to the partners, apologize to our friends, and, everybody in the country. Then when the president finished apologizing, then we can sit down and start to have a conversation about what constitutional action that we need to take. Oh yeah, we can't compromise our values for one man. Now I see why after the sonar, all sensible people were so embarrassed they got on their car, they just left the place. People couldn't even wait for the dinner that's organized, the sonar dinner that's organized. Everybody just left and the food spoiled. People started fighting over from there, all those things started happening. Now I get it. So they say the small mature B man in the government, Mo Ali, also attempted to go and defend the 70,000 job, and then he went there with his own paper and carry his own set paper or he not carry, so he go and defend to go prove that the government employed 70,000 people or created 70,000 jobs in carry. no job on it. But guess what? So those CDC jobs were there, and it is a good thing that they themselves are bringing their own record. After telling the Liberian people that the CDC did not create job, the CDC spoiled the country, they go to their own record, their own investigation, use his water and sewer internet. He printed everything, he brought it. A CDC created from 2005 to present. The record shows that the CDC created the singular most short-term and medium-term job in this country. Short-term and medium-term. We'll go into it. So for those of you that say, oh, I wouldn't, maybe we have purpose for which we were supporting the system that was there, and we're convinced that it was a better system than this United Party thing. We did not see any kind of viable alternative, especially when people were still rallying behind the United Party, and we thought, no, we have to sustain this change. We have to maintain and sustain the change. But again, Grand Bassa County, Bapolu, Grand Kidman County, Bonk Nimba Lofa, Grand Jede, Grand Crew, Sano, River G, River says, good morning to all of you. This is the Freedom Morning Rise. My name is Abu, and of course, there are too many things we're going to talk about. So these are most of the issues tapping the menu this morning. We're going into the fast check again. We started it on yesterday. We could not continue, but we definitely continue with it as much as the exposures are coming, and of course the meetings and all of that are coming out. It is important for us to also go back, because that is a credible organizational review of some of what was contained. I mean, this is so very embarrassing, not national embarrassment. And like I said on yesterday, that what the president demonstrated was an act of immorality. And I mean, in a real war situation, the president will not be seated right now. Right now, there'll be real heat in the country. There'll be real fire in the country, real heat. I mean, the conversation will be intensified, and the call for genuine integrity and accountability and all of that will be the hallmark of the public debate. But go out there. The public debate is not even considering the moral bankruptcy and the ethical transgression on the part of the president, the constitutional breach and violation. I mean, the conversation, the public debate is not even centered around those. People are still defending political stand. These political stands that they have are not even ideologically strong or defined, but any which way. It's Bele, a Bele logic, not ideology. That Bele logic, the guys are putting. Kanye is the chairman of the Bele Logic Association of Liberia. The Bele is the most significant element in the rational decision making. Bele, that stomach can come first. So, folks, this is it. We're going to be here straight up at 10 o'clock. For those of you interested in the cash giveaway, stay on. And of course, big prizes are available on star 255 star 1 hash. Star 255 star 1 hash is the code. The more you play, the better your chances are to win. And yes, indeed. So let me do a special wedding anniversary treat for my own big brother, I say Mr. Wendell Nimle and Margaret Nimle. January 31st, 2026 marks the 15 years wedding anniversary. Wow, that's a milestone. 15 years. The young people have to learn from this. So yes, we have to follow, and then Kanye our Gino and to marry Bennett, and Kanye will follow. So we will be looking at Winded, then Kanye will be looking at us. It's life that how life looking. So as we're emulating the likes of Winded Nimlands and others, then Kanye, our junior brother then will be looking at us, say our examples. So life, you always have to know that you have to live right because there are people after you that got to copy and they have to take good examples and all of that. So congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Nimle, and of course, 15 years is a lot in holy matrimony. We hope that God continue to strengthen the family, um, guarantee your purpose, and of course, guide the children well to be good examples of yourself and all of that. So okay, and they have grandchildren too as well. It's from the this street is from me, and it's also from your children and grandchildren. Okay, so folks, this is it. Freedom 87.9, and so let me take a break with Crime Stopper Liberia. When I come back, recognize some of our followers in the comments that's been dropped, and then we move into the real firecracker. We start to engage. The conversation is going to be quite interesting, very fascinating this morning, particularly when the government of Liberia, through the Ministry of Information, Insult, Abuse, and Rudeness, headed by Jeremy Matthew Pia, has reluctantly, disgracefully, shamefully admitted that the president's statement, the president's sooner contained diabolical lies, and I like to put it that with diabolical lies, misrepresentation, inaccuracies, and irresponsible manipulation of the facts. And so it's important for you to know that. And this is the first time in the history of the country for this kind of thing to happen. I stand to be corrected, but I'm quite sure this kind of open, deliberate, well-intentioned attempt to lie under or deceive the people, and this is absolutely ridiculous. But again, we are not surprised. This break of Crime Stopper Liberia. When we come back, we go into the conversation right here on Freedom 87.9. Share the show as much as you can. Pump up your volume. Kudos to all of our friends. So let's go. Let's do this. Let's keep the heat on. Let's keep these buggers, and we got to keep the feet to the fire until we are successful in chasing the ballheads out of town. These are criminals. These are looters, state looters, vampires. That's who they are. Unity Party is an organization of thieves, criminal, rogues. That's who they are. So this break, we'll be right back.
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, you report it. Don't take law in your hand for the right authority. Well, it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us. Bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a you must talk it. I mean you cheche. You wait for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
to protect life and property is itself crime. A police station meant in the heart of Tori District, Lower Monserrado County. A police station meant to protect life and property is itself crying out for help. The Nyantown police station, constructed during the Army era, has deteriorated beyond disrepair. What was once a symbol of security has now become a symbol of neglect, vulnerability, and fear. With a leaking roof, weakened structure, and no basic logistics, officers struggle to serve thousands of residents spread across remote communities. During heavy rains, police are forced to save fires instead of life. Mothers speak of sleepless nights. Others warn that insecurity is growing. Some residents, out of desperation, are turning vigilante justice, raising serious human rights concerns. Even officers admit the hardship. Residents are now appealing to the government of Liberia, the Liberia National Police, and international partners to act urgently, because security should not depend on where you live. For the people of Nyantown, safety is not a privilege. It is a basic human right. Reporting for Front Page Africa, this is Willie Tupa.
Okay, folks, welcome back. And of course, this is the Freedom Morning Rise on Freedom 87.9, where we bring you the issues undiluted and speak truth to power right here on the big station. So that was a report by our own guy, Willie Tukwa from Page Africa. And so it's about the level of neglect that's happening with the institutional neglect and breakdown within the Liberia National Police. You know, severally we've said that, look, what Gregory Coleman and the current leadership of the police are up for are just political showmanship. Go out of Monserrado County, Monrovia, so to speak, and see what the police are actually going through. See what the institution is going through. When they care about being right here, since the president is here, President facing abandonment all over the place, just pin the HQ and everybody, oh yeah, we're not pin and get some Chinese motorbikes and stuff and pass it around. Where the actual purpose of the police is not being implemented. Police is being rallied to just go after political critics and opposition. You send too low of pickups charged with heavily armed men only because a political rival appear on a local radio station. When Yentan is complaining, the women, the mothers, the parents, the fathers, everybody complaining, no security, armed robbery on the increase, way in the forest of Todi, Liberia. But anyway, this is rescue for you. Another conversation for another day. And so yes, welcome folks. Right? I let it play a few stars for you in the meantime, you know. Like I said, this is where you get the where my man? Where is my man? So this is where you get the stuff. So let's play a few. So let's play a few. This is what former President Weah said. Like he knew, you know, these things were facts. It's just the ordinary people that just didn't listen, right? And former President Weah had this to say about Mr. Boakai and, of course, the government he had assembled, right? Where
everything they say, they never say the truth. Boakai can lie. The government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. They know they put a hustler, they put a hustler, they lie. Everything they say, they never say the truth. Boakai can lie. The government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. They know they put a hustler, they put a hustler, they lie. Everything they say, they never say the truth. Boakai can lie.
Okay, so Boakai can lie. The government, all the ministers in the government can lie. The people they are hustlers. All the things they say, it's just lies and the truth, right? This is where we are, and it has been proven. We'll go to the fast checker, we'll go to other people, we'll go to the very government of Liberia, and of course the Ministry of Information, Culture Affairs, and Tourism. But just before we go there, let's get our man. They say Mo Ali. Okay. So that's what the president says. So
Tracking job in this country, job creation, short, medium term, long term job since 2005.
Okay.
Since 2005.
Okay.
The data is there. And on the average, oh, you saw it? Yeah. You disagree with it?
No, but okay. So it says. It says 2023, 75,288 jobs are created. 2022, 104,156. 2021, 76,872.
The 2025,
in there, I'm saying 2025.
Maybe the print up left it off. What is that?
So you not brought CDC. You are getting about CDC. You can't bring something that helps CDC.
We're small, my man. So, you just listen to your phone, but where I said, Burger can lie, the government, all the ministers and inside can lie, and the people they hustle or they just came to hustle, right? But when he finish talking to go out, will play Mo Ali. Mo Ali now bring a whole document, bro, a paper. Is there the paper here, right? Is there the paper here? You see the World, Development Index report, job creation, blah blah blah. Then Benedict said, "Yeah, I saw the paper and stuff." He said, "Well, you just yeah." So you look at it, you say, "But I did CDC. But what burger on a job or in creating? Even the World Development Index, nobody can find it." Then he said, "Oh, it's not there, but you brought the paper, it's not there." Then he said, "Oh, it's not there." And I said, "Oh, but then he said, maybe the printer. Hey, look, this is the same fellow who, boy, DNA bene osa, right? The man say the printer, so they own a job now. What they create in the country, the printer say it will not pull it osa. That only CDC joy will pull osa. Y'all listen to that one? The man say. More way.
Short, medium term, long term job since 2005.
Okay.
Since 2005, the data is there, and on the average,
bring the data.
You saw it?
You disagree with it?
No, but okay. So it says. It says 2023, 75,288 jobs are created. 2022, 104,156. 2021, 76,872.
The 2025,
in there, I'm saying 2025.
Maybe the print up left it off.
What is that? So you not brought CDC. It's like you are getting about CDC. You can't bring something that helps CDC.
No, it starts from 2025. No. From 2005. So Julius.
Wait. Show the thing.
So Julius.
No. I'm saying 2025 doesn't exist. I'm saying this is the document that Mo Ali brought, folks. So what is on it is from 2005 to 2023. So it's in 2022. 104,000.
No, so I was actually trying to print the whole stuff up.
So you brought something like that?
Yeah, wait. Hey, Mo, brother Mo. There's a reason why I'm playing all these videos in the meantime, and between time, making sure we set certain things up and all of that, to the point where there's another one where Moses, all the Shushan boarding in the country, all the Weber, the motorbike boarding. You're listening to Keke Mene, what y'all suffer, y'all buy your own Keke or your own money. Y'all listen to what Mo Ali saying about your Keke. Where? Okay. Let's play it in.
All of those who ride motorbikes, they are gainful for the
employed. But when you ask
them, are you employed? They tell you no.
Okay.
Those who own keke, they are riding. They are gainfully employed. The people who sit on the street to shine shoes, they are employed. The people who go to local.
Okay. Car loader all inside. Oh. Car loader all inside Baka 70,000 jobs in that create. Car loaders, shoes and board, keke rider, motorbike riders. Can you imagine the audacity to sit on national radio and look at the Liberian people? They say, rescue government 2 years time. How many jobs in that create? Say 70,000 jobs. They say, where are the jobs? Who are those? Right? Right? In what area can we find a job? The man say, those who riding keke, they are gainfully employed. Right? Those who on the sidewalk shining shoes, they are gainfully employed. Those who, what do you again? Car loaders. Can you imagine the audacity? Look at the level to which. Car loader. Let me open the phone lines and hear your thought on the one first. Then before we go anywhere. 0776 104 104 086 500 104. Are these the jobs that you were looking for when you dance in the Pupu water? How do you feel as a country and a citizen? Are these the jobs that Liberians voted Boakai for? Car loader, shoe shine boy. Like Mo Ali said, they're not me. Y'all listen to it. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, brother.
This is Abu. Go ahead.
Oh, brother Abu, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, my name is Batman. My name is Moses Dubai, and I come from the traffic. I'm a keke rider.
So the government say the government say you part of their 700,000 jobs that they created.
We don't everything that they not make anything, right? So my own keke, you don't know how I got my money. You don't know what I go in the bush or to make cool. You know what I let's say I go fishing. You know how I got my money. I struggle to buy my own keke. And you come in to tell me that the keke right is about the 700,000 jobs you are created. So those are standing shoes. So you tell people to that the shoe that standing in front of the 700,000 jobs you are created.
Yeah, the message, even Car Lola. That's the first time we hear say Car Lola in the country that government job.
People don't even have any shame that is great. So you are proud to see a citizen struggling to survive, or that they are created their own self-employed, their own self, not for the government, but their own self is struggling how to survive.
Hey, Rescue, thank you very much, my brother. Rescue say Car Loaders are part of government job. Let's hear you, my brother. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Good morning.
Thank you. This is Washington Swoop, and I come from Deepville. Abu, the former president said it right. These are all hustlers. The people need to see. Listen to the thing the man saying. Car loader, motor, keke rider as info employed. And these people were riding a keke, they were doing a car loading job before they got ammunition in the power.
Oh, yeah, long way before.
Why you put in your employment list? More than that shit, they need to see. They are hustlers, like the former president said. They better fail, and they know they will not come back, Abu. Thank you.
Somebody say even picking OO cup from the dumper part of the employment. Hello, good morning. We inside. Let's go. Let's hear you, my brother.
Morning.
Morning, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, Emmanuel Kwasi, called from GHM. Wow. Actually, the people like Mo Ali there come out with a statement there. It's so sorry. To be fair, so much sorry.
It's been disrespectful and rude to the country. It's been rude to the people.
I'm talking about the people. Now, the people voted there for, but for some of us, we knew very well that nothing could ever do. Not for sure. Thank you anyway.
Yeah, thank you, Aaron. It's better you just be truthful to the people. The people understand. But you can't look at it and start talking about when you're doing Shushan wear, car loader, Liberian people.
Wow.
Thank you, my brother. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, brother.
Good morning, sir. That's why I don't even want this discussion to be diluted or anything. Let me hear the organic view of Liberians on this. Car loader, are we worth to be car loader and Shushan boys in our own country? Let's hear you, my brother.
Yeah, I just happy on my feet.
Not laughing, brother. This has been very disrespectful to the country.
Yeah, you, my brother. But the video where you play. Master, I'm a old man at in Tuara market. I live in Ita. Sometimes I can be listening to your radio, but it was coming until I start calling.
And you will already. The government said they get nothing to do for you. They finna give you your own job, your own job there in your life.
I get my paper now. I get work.
So tell all your Weber friends and say your part you get work now. No company coming for you that you own work there.
As the way I'm talking now, I even recorded that we say you're listening to this thing.
You own work there. I come and play again. So you tell them, yeah, I own work there. Let's hear you, my brother from the diaspora, Joseph.
Yeah, good morning, baby. How to call it?
Abu.
Yo, let me tell you. Yeah, Abu, sorry, brother. Let me tell you, I don't blame what he needs say. I don't blame that clown, brother. Excuse me for the expression. But
my man, the man you saw the whole country and man say people go do shoes and wear and car loader that wear there.
I'm telling you, Abu.
That one was passing around here. His friend used to put money to play for him to sleep. That he
I tell you, brother, it's not the same man that we're talking about when they had our rally and team, demonstration or talking about people factory job that George we are providing. But I don't blame them, the people that are in the diaspora supporting their family and team, that's what the government leaning on. So they will call all those people then they employ them, right? Because we are here supporting our people, our friends, our loved ones are over there. That will funny, to help them. So that they can be in a kind of miserable life that they're creating for the people. So they sit down there and they say all of them working. Because people are in the diaspora supporting their family. So their family then they're working. They're not craziness. It's stupidity at the highest level. But I don't believe more Ali there. Even that over there talking about don't put me in a situation I can't handle. That the kind of clown they can sit down here and be talking nonsense to our people. Excuse me for the expression, brother, but these are painful things that that the people are going through. No. They don't care about it. But God bless you all, man, brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Infinity, y'all think say Infinity, the government, Infinity. So that our man, Pierre, we go to Ministry of Finance, right? We tell us the point respect. They say you're ordinary people. Pierre say, yeah, Lala or in the message. Pay respect to the country.
From a point that was made by the president during the delivery, and I'd like to quote that point before I say what I'm supposed to say. In the message, as it was written and read by the president, it says, Mr. Speaker, and members of the legislature, nearly 3 years ago, I assured the nation that roads would be our focus, not as a slogan, but rather a commitment in connecting communities with opportunities. And went further to say, in furtherance of this commitment, we focused on restoring key corridors and expanding secondary roads. We increased Liberia's paved roads from around 12% to at least 20%.
Look at that kind of big
70 kilometers of major roads. Unquote. This portion of the message is in honest contrary to the submission of the Ministry of Public Works. Here is what the Ministry of Public Works submitted. And
you say incoming correct, and you say the one the president said
what that information was, those developing the speech, those
let Mo Ali blame the printer. He is blaming the speech writer.
Taking full responsibility with the big error. And as a responsible government, we admit that the did a misquotation far away from what the Ministry of Public Works submitted.
No matter how you polish it,
Nothing
my
as of
brother,
yesterday,
you're
they
not.
made the necessary
You're
corrections
intentionally
to
lied to
the
deceive the
Lazy Man
Liberian.
Barrister, for example.
So this is it. This is PR, say Information Minister of the Republic of Liberia, fellow Liberians. All lies, everything. On the road issue, the lie put the country under the impression that, oh, we now build road 20%, over 1,000 plus kilometers of road with paved. So yeah, because as per their calculation, right, that's what they're trying to lay claim to, which was a diabolical lie for the government, right, and the president to intentionally, right, use a sacred platform, a constitutional movement to speak genuinely to the country. And you erode that opportunity and use it for propaganda, lies, deception, inaccuracies, mis and disinformation. And you sit down here, you wear the audacity to be talking nonsense with your mouth, and you can't look at the people, right? That is the rule. When we go to the electricity, what they say, the electrify how many thousand villages? That a role and a job we own here. Before we go to the school, and right, we come here today, we come here for everything outside. So our lab presentation for everything outside. Then you still go in the community and be arguing, oh, the thing the public say that true. What yardstick do you have to say the thing the public say that true? Who told you say in the country you support the government? That means you take anything. You support the government because you're convinced that it was going to be a responsible government, but they have ultimately proven to be the contrary of it. And you must accept the fact that they've been very irresponsible lies. This has never happened in the country before. This is, and somebody say, and PR open your mouth to say, as a responsible government, we take responsibility, and then who bear the penalties? There has to be a penalty. The law is clear. The law is clear on that. Pedro. The law is clear on that. So who takes the responsibility? Article 58 of the Constitution did not say the president on the fourth working Monday of every January should go to the legislature and present lies to the people's deputy. No. Go and present the state of the nation and the economy, and of course, lay your legislative agenda for the ensuing session. And then you go there and lie. University of Liberia economic instructor Baba Conte and a former employee of the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, who resigned recently because of the level of unprofessionalism that Augustine Clay Gaffouin has brought to the ministry. Partisanship. You take door people, we ain't even know nothing. You ain't get no background. You're making them deputies or putting them in places, and they're doing nonsense. And I said, well, we can't be in this space. This space is not healthy. He resigned. He has also offered a critique looking at the economic numbers, the revenue and expenditure numbers. He has also unpacked another disgraceful inaccuracy and violations of the law. So what is that? What is the speech? Everybody grab somewhere and find something. Right? Former Finance Minister Samuel Toure was the one who exposed this. And they are so, there's a man who they say the man don't know economy, the man know nothing, the man that voodoo economist. And the man said that, the man said, how your cons the man exposed the shame. They say, oh, as a responsible government, we take responsibility, and then he's trying to polish it, fellow Liberian. Is this the way you voted? Is this what you voted for? Let's take calls, and then we'll go to another video again, and we'll go to another one, and then we'll go to another one. 0776 104 104 086 500 104, the numbers to call. Let's hear you. Good morning.
Good morning, my good friend and brother.
Morning, sir.
Let me use the platform to extend my congratulations to my senior brother with a name. The name remains the same. That's Alexander Jason Jr. Abu, you see, it's so unfortunate to hear people like Mo Ali of all pressing, who for me I consider to be the least in the government. Though all of them are or competitive people, but Mo Ali of all pressing. It's not a rule to defend the government, you know. When you took the matter of authority to come and defend the government, Mo Ali to sit on the national platform, one of the biggest platforms in Colorado, and bring all his facts concerning the lies that President Baka had for his to the Labrador people. Nobody did it for him. He said that for him, he said everything about it. To tell you that, you know, when God ready to expose you, when you lie, or will expose you are anything. So Mo Ali was exposed. Mo Ali lied. Mo Ali just clearly.
No, the man who told the biggest lie that the president. So Mo Ali now going to face the president lie now. Then they said the chunky. They said, yeah, that Mo Ali read the speech. That Mo Ali presented. They say presidential soon. That Mo Ali, the president lie. Then they go and face it. You able to face lie? Thank you, my brother. Let's go to the U.S. and take this call. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu. Good morning, my Lord friend people. This is Mr. Grant speaking from Atlanta, Georgia. I listened to Pierre considering the government to be responsible government. When ever happened that when the president speaks, information minister will come and say, this is not what the president should have said.
The responsible government, though.
If that's why you consider to be responsible government, that the minister of information will contain the president speaking and say, this is not what the president should have said. This is the correct thing that the president should have said. Now what makes him responsible? After the president has spoken, the Minister of Information will contain the speech of the president. This is Liberia. We find ourselves in the decision the Liberian people made. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very kindly, Mr. Washington. And I agree. This is it. I mean, the Minister of Information. You know, I always tell you, these are the first. Go put the president. Good morning. Morning, sir. Go ahead. Let's hear you. The government say that government job you're doing, that didn't want to give you the job. So you're employed. You're not talking about job business.
Because last year, the freedom is out of the volunteer, so you cannot have a volunteer to honor the freedom, but all for those who are training. People in the village know that all of the things is doing their own life. So, when they're watching, they will people are not forget about all of the things, people will still get to the point. Thank you for that.
Okay, thank you very much, Mokas. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Morning, sir.
Thank you. My name is Levi Sandy here. This morning I'm fully chicken party. Abu, thank you. You see, Muali left Sunday group of people also that a great job. Those local party and Rhino community carrying debts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because he talked about the car loader.
Yeah, car loader. The dollar carrying debt more than 5,000 in Liberia now. So these are going to get job too. It's so sad for this country, man. Thank you very much, brother.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning to the peaceful selection of Mama Liberia. Thank you very much. Abu Sharif. My name is Dennis Sharif. I join you from Broadview, Station number 17, Boston, and Benjamin County. Brother Abu Sharif, thank you for the topic of the discussion. But you see, this country with two people that this government is unprepared to lead the Liberian people. Can you imagine, Abu? Does it make sense that time for public text, it takes somebody from K2 to go and represent somebody that is taking a travel wire? Can you do that, my brother? So more are they are unprepared to even be a superintendent. They take them to get a whole managerial position. So can you imagine? You were in studio in the name of what going to defend what the president, but all the evidences are presented, everything was false and misleading. So where are the payroll for this car loaders, for this social boy, for the wheelbarrow boy? Who are they getting payroll for it? So we are inside, my brother, for another three years to come. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As far as the government is concerned, these are the people making up the 70,000 jobs that Baga has created. As if they said there were no Shushan boys before Baga became president. Good morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
Mm-hmm.
My name is Ariba Dube. I just came from Ghana. Let me just inform you. The document I wanted to bring, the one that was taken away because I don't call it forgetting. It was taken away by the Angel of War. Because God have to come down and fight for a religion. It's not a document now bring it for a lot. So the Angel could have a document of the
What document was there, sir? No document there. No record on it.
You were in the studio, so then what about you are saying? They don't know what happened to you. Or the end of the job. Thank you.
Okay, so it is also established. You know, I just play. Okay. Go ahead. Good morning.
Yeah, Abu, good morning, brother.
Morning, sir.
Thank you so much. This is the official spokesperson of the Brensera movement. The people in Nigeria from Carwell. So Abu, you know, it's on the opposite side. When everybody can power, it's made more people for many ministries. You see that? So the one say, for me, I don't like to get again or Abu. If you just ask them, Abu, the government making money again. So this is on the opposite side. They keep working for jobs. I want to say, they see that number say it move because they keep working for jobs. Abu, many people are saying everything on the street, see them crying, everything that they can move on the street. So they only want to put in and they do anything again. So it's on the opposite side. But Abu, all the things that they are saying, Abu is not because there is no truth in it. So they want you to put in that who's the building. That one is really get money to that one or two. The main thing we give our pay from 35 to 35. That one will say that too. But NC Abu, the military all responsible government by now because of you resigning. They are the part of God. It's sooner that you are done, you intend to do. That you come to tell your people they can't lie. But now someone resign and the responsible government. But this is my brother. Thank you so much.
So we've managed to get exactly what the ministry sent to the president, and that whatever PR said, that PR was also lying. You see, this is what the ministry said. I mean, highlighting the rural intervention they made, and most of the areas mentioned are all patches, and patch and these dusty roads where they carry machine on, and stuff like that, and which way. But these are not paved roads as well. So, but this is it. They say Bena Beach or behind CDC headquarters. They say they do some work there. GSA Road to Zubatan. Peloton to SKD Cooper Road. Saint-Town to AB Tober Road. SD Cooper Car Wash to 72nd Boulevard. Rehab Dupo Road. Zeze Community. Nizo Community. Nizo Junction there, when you bend, you go inside Nizo, that place was damaged, right? So they did some work on that little, small, they passed that place, right? Nizo 72nd Nizo Community. Chaniko Storage, right? Then maintain and rehabilitated about 411 kilometers of rural roads in Lofa, Bonk, and Nimba counties. maintained and rehabilitated about 411 kilometers of rural roads in Lofa, Bonk, and Nimba County. They not even put no southeastern county there, right? All the counties are here. Y'all who can be outside the rescue support. The other thing here was, and you know, the Ministry of Public was sent to the president that they want the president sort of go read. But because the criminals around the president wanted to, and you know, provide some kind of narrative to back their public argument that the southeastern road has been paved, the quota there, like Zopena will say you can wear clothes to go, all those lala, so they go pull and say 20% pay road, added 20 up to 20% to the pay road network in Liberia. Hey God, how would we do this? This is embarrassing. I mean, this is our country. We can't do that. And, you know, it's absolutely unacceptable. But again, this is it. Public service comes with integrity, responsibility, and, of course, honor. Maintained and rehabilitated about 411 kilometers of rural roads in Lofa, Bonk, and Nimba counties. On the record, this is what Public Work Ministry saw prudent, fair, authentic to send to the president. That when fast checker goes, say they won't go check, they will see something there, and the community people will tell and say, oh yeah, or they will start, and the time will fall right between 2024 to 2025. And you understand? So they try to be on the record like that. Then you move on that. Conclusion. The president, Joseph Newman Boakai Sr. led administration has paved a total of 121.87 kilometers of roads from January 2024 to December 2025. This is what the Ministry of Public Works actually communicated. But when we play Pia voice again, Pia go to you tango thing, finish drinking, I don't know what finish drinking, go stand there, you know, it's a drunkard. Drinking, go stand, talking, all kinds of things. Hey, look, and this is it, right? In 2024, 2025, would break down as follows. Blah, 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 blah. So there you have it. There you have it. This is where we are, folks. Let's take calls. We are certainly getting somewhere. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104 are the numbers to call. And the goal is to keep our guys' feet to the fire so that they will deliver, because once you deliver for the country, all of us are going to benefit.
Good morning, Abu.
Good morning.
This is El Nushkori. I call from somewhere in Monrovia. The onus is upon our president in his society to apologize openly to the Liberian people and take full responsibility.
I agree. They should call, go to ELBC and apologize and take responsibility. Ellen did it once, right? Ellen took responsibility for people.
Ellen took responsibility.
So, Mr. President,
the more they try to cover all the lies, the more they create more holes, the more they create more problems. That's why they are suffering here today. This is not propaganda. There is nothing. These are facts. You cannot foil facts. Every time they attempt to tell a lie, the more they keep falling, keep digging. So the president must come and say, I apologize, I was wrong, and take actions. Or if he can't do it, then he must resign because he lied to the Liberian people. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And so, ain't finish here. I tell you, I say, it don't finish it. But let me take the diaspora call and come back. So we'll go to the Ministry of Education on what they talk about the fee. SYZ number of 1,000 school in the country. Good morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, Abu. Good morning. This is Edmond Carr. I'm the visually impaired now that pushing for the return of President Weir. You know, you know, if Pia will start trying to clarify the president's speech, then he need to wait.
Pia can clarify. Pia a liar. I just read something from the media. Pia, you know, you can't.
Yeah. So because at the conclusion of that whole 19 pages where the president went standing over the lie about everything, they would just go off. And if this country was a country that the legislature is actually balanced, because you talk about 30 senators plus 73 lawmakers that are representative of us. You go, you stay.
And I didn't want sitting there. They wore a nice coat too. They were sitting there. They all were lying to them at all.
Oh yeah. You know that I was saying that
see, I'm
somebody need to
calling
take
and
the-
going on radio today and saying, "Oh, you know." But anyway, go ahead, my brother.
So somebody need to pull impeachment bill on the floor. You know, the president need to go because this is a complete abuse of power. So what else you want? What you want to see from the genesis of this government? This president called himself Boakai has abused the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia continuously. So what else do you want? Okay? So there's a need for somebody to challenge this old man because if he made some country, Boakai should be called, stand before the legislature and justify why he had to do this to the country. And if the justification is not okay, he should be impeached. This is not Boakai dynasty. This is not a coffee farm in Lofa that we just go and stay and say anything that you want to say. Everything in that speech is fraud. All is fraud. That's a fact. Look at even the scenario, the one that you'll be going to very soon. How possible it is? What is the capacity of the public school in this country that they will have 239 students per year because you are reporting on 2024 or 2025?
No, 2025, 239,000.
Okay, so what is the capacity? I attended one right outside of Monrovia here. The high school student that were graduating, they were about 11.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Edmond. We are going there now, right? So our good friend Julius J reached out. You know, we for all they say we always reach out many kids. They feel like they don't know that they owe it to the public through us. So they see our messages, they ignore. So our good friend Julius J reached out and to the Ministry of Education, and so they responded, and this is what Julius wrote. Julius reached out on the basis of the president's announcement in his annual message that over 239,000 students across the country for 2025, January 2025 to December 2025, receive school feeding, and from the government of Liberia. The government fed 239,000 students. Can you imagine? I mean, whether it's rural Monserrado, whether it's in your county, well, just wherever. When the last time any of your relative call you say, "Oh yeah, the children is good." Liberia, what no? So Julius wrote, I reached out to the Ministry of Education, Liberia, to provide me with the comprehensive data underpinning the number, counties, schools, population of individual schools, etc. Parenthesis closes. And this is the response the ministry sent me on Tuesday, January 27, 2026. So the man reached out on Tuesday, on Monday, right? So on Tuesday they responded. So, but guess what now? The main question was crystal clear. Man, I don't know. Y'all give me 2025 report. You tell me. But a man will be all around the bush. Listen to the ministry's response. Liberia School Feeding Program established in 1968. Oh, the General Act for 2005, and what the president said, John Square go where to 1968. When liar won't confuse you now, what they can do. John Square, they went straight to 1968. And then they're reading, then they're writing, history now. The whole rescue, nothing. Say, Liberia School Feeding Program established in, just a high school graduate, the children going to do recitation. Liberia School Feeding Program, established in 1968, is a cornerstone national intervention. Hey, Lord. Hey, rescue. Oh, General Richard said, Madam Minister, please, I beg you, I hold your two for the president say, our country will have 239,000 students, 2025. So please give me the breakdown here, the names of the schools, and all of that, the counties that they're in. Please give me that breakdown. Just that simple thing. Number of school, counties, the disaggregator figures for counties, blah, blah. In this county, this number of counties that were reached. Just that data the journalists need, right? Then to know whether this covered the entire 15 subdivision, or maybe the government roll it out and they only serve maybe 5 counties, 6 counties. It's important. These kinds of informations are good. So then other counties can be waiting and see how the expansion goes. They can have a whole conversation about that. So the woman jump from there. She go way to 1968, giving the history and how is a cornerstone. Although disrupted by the Civil War, the program was revitalized in 2003 under the government's Back to School initiative and has since remained integral to the country's blah, blah, blah. Then she jumped over the CDC period. What because of school feeding or that CDC period? That answer only, right? Oversight is provided by the Ministry of Education. Blah, blah, blah. The program is firmly aligned with the national priorities. Just to answer one question. Y'all listening? Just to answer one question and get a list of the school and the county, what the students are from, where you feed that number of children, and where the World Hunger Report is saying, say, 40% of children before 5 years are dying from lack of food. Within 5 years. And the programs will be targeting those category of people. So imagine we feeding the children, but they're dying, and they say they're dying from stunting, lack of food, and all of that. Hey, Lord. So supporting framework include a national school feeding. She stay talking. She ain't lazy content yet, nothing. Then now come currently operational in 12 counties, according to her. The program reached, but she didn't name the county name. There's a 12 counties. So how do we go and verify 12 counties? It make it difficult for us. The program reaches 239. So you grab the present number. 200. So please disaggregate the 239 for us. That what the journalists simply ask for is not there. They can't provide 239 learners. Learners can be anybody, and in 1,319 schools. Where are the schools? Which public schools, private schools? How many account for public school, private schools, and and all of those things we need to know, right? The ministry, the whole ministry that's supposed to be supervising this, does not have a report on it, right? WFP, Mary's Meal, Liberia, Save the Children International, and Mercy Corps, right, are the implementing partners. The program enhances enrollment, attendance, retention, gender equity, and community resilience through local food procurement. So please get all the breakdown. So, fellow Labrin, did the ministry address this concern? Can you go sit down somewhere and say, yeah, actually the government fed our children in school? That is some course on the one again. We'll go to the Ministry of Finance. 0776 104 104 0886 104 104 are the numbers to call. 9 o'clock, we'll go to the fast checker and go to the speech itself and read additional pages from the president's sonar. It's important. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, Marcia.
Good morning, sir.
Okay. Yes, happy finish. I also want to extend my morning greeting to the people of Liberia. Thank you for the topic on this question. Yeah, this is the result of whatever. This is the result that I'm going to want. You cry and you say, oh, Jesus Waka is 880 there for fun, you cry on Joshua. And number one, even though the person laugh for them, what he saw on the people is what he read.
My man, that thing you're talking, you know what you mean by that? What you saw on the paper, that what you read? So the president are who, no? Anything you see, you just read it? I mean, you talking to the no. I know you're trying to pour something on the room, but the way you putting it all said, you mean you equating our president or somebody that just see anything on people and read it? You know how much go into the budget to make sure that the presidency is equipped to the point?
I agree with you 100%.
Then you say, oh, the thing the presidency on the paper. So do we need wait, my friend? Do we need that kind of president who anything can you just read it. Or we need somebody that ask the hard question and verify and make sure what they're saying to the country is correct and they're doing things the appropriate way. But you say what the president see. So okay, just right on the people that go get on, then you read it too.
We need somebody who help the defense.
All right, thank you. You finish, I can't tolerate you disrespecting the president like that. Good morning, let's hear you.
No problem.
Yeah, I can't take that. You did that. That's a disrespect to the president. Come on.
Good morning, my senior brother.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, this is the word of Idrissa. Johnny from the city word of Brazil. Well, Abu, these are the notorious ignorant in some of these guys. When they come on the platform, they will market that ignorant. Yes, sir. We get secret to power. They can say that the wrecking on the paper so bad like that, one empty head up before two. The guy that tell you, that butter bar, he want to say anything. You need to go play check up. I mean, this is a fast time for our nation, Abu. We have to try to expose this weak-headed element that around us. Because the guys don't mean well for the country. The only time they vote out arrogant. We can't defend black guys. What about the guys?
Thank you very much. I know some men say, yeah, man. When the men will lead the whole son we live in now 1 month will drag it. So you'll be feeling 1 month will drag it, isn't it? Go pile up bunch of lies in so I think they can't spare anything. Good morning, let's hear you.
Yeah, Abu.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Go ahead, you're live, my brother. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, calling from the community. This Kafu Decent.
Go ahead, Kafu.
Yeah, the problem here, our president is not sure. Yeah, I strongly believe that our president speech was swapped. They may not swap the president's speech.
And then I will swap it now.
Yeah?
I will swap it at CDC.
Information ministers want to do it. These guys, they are wicked, they can pretend. They are pretending to the woman. You see? I strongly believe that woman's speech was swapped. You see?
But the old man do when they swap your speech, like you don't know what happened to the old man.
But you know our old age now.
Amen.
No.
See what I say. Sorry for the public because they kind of think not correct. The public get a friend into and you won't issue now, then you go. As soon as you finish talking, you wear a nice suit, your web, you go, you finish. Then you turn your back, go, people start bowing whole inside and say, it actually looks embarrassing, actually. I know you're feeling sorry for the papel. Oh, okay, the man went off. So, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, the other man say they swap the paper speech. The other man say the thing the paper see on the paper that one you read. See, LeBron gets sorry for us. Some people feeling sorry for the paper now. But look, the paper need to demonstrate strong character, and if he really mean that he was deceived and and stuff, he has to take action. He has to fire people. Look at Tour. I mean not Tour, but Pierre. You think Pierre deserves a bit of an information minister after what he did yesterday? You think Pierre deserves to be an information minister after what he did yesterday? Fire the bugger. That's what you have to do. How you go publicly and tell the world that the president and presented an inaccurate speech, and so that you, the information minister, the whole country listen to you come in correct the president. That's gross insubordination. Then the ministry that's responsible now, the ministry senator. But are you Pierre now because you get go on your name and you feel you man? And you got the balls. You can stand and correct the president on the matter. Say, look, gentlemen, members of the press, a federal Liberian got to listen. The thing the president thought that lie, and the president so that the speech director about the president lie. So the truth, yeah. Who are you? Right? As much as I disagree with President Baka, but equally, I wouldn't tolerate insolence directed towards the president. It's absolutely unacceptable. And the president himself out there responsibility and take action against these folks that try to do that. Look at the Ministry of Education. You cannot even provide a baseline and convincing argumentation to try to create opportunity that balance. But these are the intelligent people. Yesterday, you will fix the president. Look, how you make our president to look. Imagine you go to Nigeria and you go, Labia president. Now the president, what? I won't speak pigeon, but wait, my pigeon now running away from my mouth. Good morning, guys. Let's hear you.
Good morning, Abu. Is Hega there?
No.
Okay, let me say good morning to all peace-loving Liberians who are in tune this morning. Abu, there is no need to be sorry for the president. Let me say emphatically, the president ought to know what to do when his Minister of Information.
No, but sorry, I'm being sarcastic. Actually, you know, I'm being sarcastic. I understand that. It's sarcastic, extremely sarcastic. But go ahead.
When his Minister of Information brings his office to the level he dragged it to. In the first place, that man is supposed to be informing the country about the good things the government does. And if there was anything of errors in that president's speech, the way he said it, no professional person, communication expert or whatsoever, you term it, will present it to the public like that.
And I first time he did it with a yellow machine thing.
Of course he did.
He did it with a FOIA machine thing. He always doing that to the president. When the president and the executive manager talking PR or ghosting PR, say you don't listen to those people.
You don't listen to him. You listen to me. I got the right information.
Yeah.
And to take this at face value, one of his own deputy minister in a conversation said that the Omen was in a cycle where people, how you got to detect to him. Yeah. How can you be the leader and people be detecting to you? Someone with over 40 plus years of experience in governance. It's unfortunate.
Thank you.
And he was used the other day. I guess he had the speech to rehearse before even going to make the presentation. So he's also at fault. Because if there were anything that he know as an elder statesman that was not correct in that presentation, he should have had it or strike off. So I equally blame him. Or he equally takes the blame.
No, but he is the one. Every other person only trying to fix him, trying to fix his error. The error is the president's error. It's the president that actually lied to the country. So thank you. I'm sorry, but we have to something. But so let's go. PR did not stop only on the rule issue. Even the 70,000 job. PR called a man and said, I think the president said you're not correct. So let me give you the job. Let me break the job now. PR. What kind of government? These are the folks that said the CZ government was now operating in sync, but then this is what's happening. I don't know, but this is revealing, right? This is revealing to an extent. So, the Ministry of Information published its own breakdown. They say that 70,000 thing, what the president say, not correct. The job that they get, nobody know where they get. Labor Ministry in public. And this is the thing that PR can be doing. And he doesn't even get credit. He just go and put his own thing down. He say the total employment created 2024-2025. 2024-2025 is 61,965 jobs created. The president said over 70,000 jobs. PR said that lie. That's 61,000, even though he own not accurate, right? I don't have the time to go through all the things that you put there. You realize that all the people, private company there, the company there that was existing in the country before Bouaka became president, right? PR still put one in there and their employees, he said that the job then they created. Then we'll go to Mo Ali. Mo Ali said, no, you gotta add the Shushan boys, the car loaders, right? And the keke riders, you got to add into the list too. Hey God. Hey Jesus. Huh? Damn it, man. This is I don't know, but folks, this is it. This is the rescue government. Our job is just to come here and tell you what is going on. 0776-104-104, 065-104, and then we transition. This is the Freedom Money Rise on Freedom 87.9. So let's talk about the finance minister. Yesterday he had a press conference. We're not going into the details of it, but there is something that we found very despicable, and of course to an extent denigrating to the people, to the Liberian people. When public service become a place of insolence, then there is a problem. There's a serious problem. That is not the ultimate definition of what public service is. But it seems folks today are arrogantly ignoring what public service ought to be about. So, for whatever reason, overwhelmed by failures, overwhelmed by lack of deliverables, and overwhelmed by the transformations that were promised, and the calls that are very much overwhelming from the public. So our guys have resorted to insult, insolence, and diatribe. So the Minister of Finance and Development Planning, Augustine P. Gaffwan, touted as one of Liberia's brilliant sons, which I don't want to take away entirely, but I think he's very exposed to an extent. He's average, so to speak. He's an average, intellectual. So the man had the opportunity yesterday. Let me see if I can play it. The man say, "Oh, they your bread and butter issue you're talking about." Yeah. And he is supposed to be an economist, supposed to know what bread and butter connotes, what it connotes. He's supposed to know that, right? But arrogant, he provided so lala figure to the president, and the facts are haunting him now. Rude. He said, "Oh, okay, I will tell the presidency we will open bread and butter ministry." Bread and butter. Now the finance minister there. What Liberians saying, "Oh, but it's saying, and the market, the prices are high, things are tough, we're not getting this." Liberians are telling you. Then the man say, "Okay, so say you don't want to listen to the thing we're talking, I will tell the person who open bread and butter ministry." Bread and butter ministry? Are you kidding me? You can do this in Ghana, you can do this in Nigeria, you can do this in Gambia. Man, can you ever try it? Can you ever try it? So, Oni Robert asked him, taking cue from Mr. Cummings' response to the sonar, highlighting the fact that the economic suffering has taken toll on the Liberian people. So, especially lying about paving up to 20% of our road network in the country does not address those core issues of hunger and, of course, purchasing power. Speak to that one. Let me say, blah, blah, blah. So, you know what I'll do? I'll just tell the president, I'll recommend to the president that we just be sharing physical bread to people, bread and butter. You can't still give bread and butter. I think this is being rude again. And I'll always say it this way. The guys are overwhelmed. They are overwhelmed by the weight of lies that they themselves told. And they cannot deliver. And so when they get pushed, just the simplest of critical inquiries pushes them to emotional outbursts, and they become rude and disorganized. Gaffman say you tell the presidency they must open ministry of bread and butter. Let me take course on that. How you feel about that? That bread and butter you want, or you want welfare services, you want social services delivered on time, you want prices regularized, and of course controlled adequately. You want the rate stabilized. You want job. You want to be able to feed your family. Is that what you're asking for the government, or you're asking for bread and butter ministry? Let's take call 0776 104 104 086 500 104. Good morning. Let's hear you. Good morning.
Yeah, My name is Jamal Junior. I'm calling from Tokyo.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, the government, they are planning to open day, they have a lot. So they try to defend themselves. They cannot be defended. Because you lie to the people that is there, people can 70,000 jobs, then the ministry of finance instead of paying the capital of the city. They lie to open day.
The Minister of Finance said they said that bread and butter ministry you want ministry what bread and butter will be there. You go, you stay in line, they give you bread and butter. So that's what they say. Say you don't want job, you don't looking for job, you don't want welfare, you don't want decent life. That bread and butter ministry that you want. So you gotta speak to this.
Allah,
okay. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, they got it with Toyo. They got it. A lion man in there, you already know. Every day, they will not work with us. They will not work all the time. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, Joe. Just said this morning. Thank you for the show this morning. Look, to lie is hard and to defend it. When you lie with this video, Abu, when you lie to a Jew, you'll be enjoyable. You can't lie in no good. You can't defend a lie. That what happened to Mo Ali yesterday. To see Mo Ali want to defend lie, and it was too tough for him when they say lie, should lie. It was broad, and he wanted to defend it. It was so hard for him, and he carried just via document to show it to the public. We will tell you that we are gave more job, and they said I was lying. But Mo Ali got a document in him, and he carried it to studio.
No. Mo Ali said carry Jawia job and go show you. So that Jawia job. Jawia created the highest job, in 12 years. The number of jobs. Well, Jawia created 104 jobs in a single year. No one reached it yet.
And the one you carry, then you carry your electric in the machine. No one from the bill, Abu. Nobody speak. There's someone confess, God will show them things. What they said, they laugh on we are.
But man, see the way they got one say now that bread and butter ministry they coming be now. That one will solve the problem.
No, Abu, they know to escape it. When they told the people that the bread was not issue, will come to you, will solve it. When they told the bread and they went after, then they saw it later and go car and you think it will be easy. So Abu Khan will come and shadow people for it. And we two weeks on that in that tractor. Just watch and see the story coming. The time will come. When I get up on that just after that. And when you say, hey, when they come in that tractor, they can't come in Abu. Then they say, oh, what was do for you to say from the brand, but you give me all job. That's not it coming with Mama. That's the one of that. And so they was telling my own business. He's going to put me Abu was making money for ourselves.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. The Brian Butter Ministry. You're gonna get more. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu Shari. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. Let's hear you.
Yeah, you know, when I'm blaming that one got it right in the library. So when you want to be a Brian Butter Ministry, yeah, you go here for your wife today. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Morning, sir.
This is the common poor chairman, and I speak for the common people. I live in the support of women. Abu, you know, my people are poor, my people are unable to organize, my people are unable to do some things. That is why we got this presidency of president. This whole arrangement, this whole committee we are watching, but now, that should not be in a kind of embarrassment. These are embarrassment to the world. Why will you have a president after embarrassing us? They will hire insult your interest. The ministers are coming one after another, claiming to be the one who has the better version, defending and defending. Why are they defending? Are you one of the president? You have one whole year.
And in the process, they are insulting Liberians. The other man say you do bread and butter ministry. The other man say that a printer, the other man say that a speech writer.
Oh, that is arrogance to the higher extent. You come with arrogance. Look, Liberians, wherever you are, if we don't stop this thing that is going on, we will be embarrassed, we will be harassed, it will be the normal until this embarrassing years, quote unquote, 42 years later, can end it.
Okay.
It's better we act into end it because let me just conclude quickly.
Go ahead.
If this guy just remain power and just go on his own note, on a constitutional scam, we will not get a prosecution. So for me, I'm asking Liberian that these people be out there on the TV because I go want people that power. It's not unconstitutional. I go wonder when we learn of president and he began his president and the government began to disgrace to us. Should I never leave? Thank you, everybody, for giving me your time.
All right, thank you very kindly. We'll stay here. So let's see. This is the country. These are the issues the Minister of Finance is supposed to be dealing with. How can we take Liberian from rock crushing to survive? So a middle income society where their parents who have decent jobs are able to put meal on their table. Liberian Electrical Corporation Power team goes out in the community, disgracing families and all of that. People cannot get jobs in Liberia. They cannot take home even $250 worth. The cost of electricity is so high, and this is it. So when PR gets, not PR, but when Gafwan gets scrutinized and critique on these facts, he runs into emotional anger and spews insults at the Liberian people. That means the conversation is people want bread and butter ministry. Put a ministry up somewhere where they be distributing bread and butter. And that is his last solution to Liberia's problem. So should Gafwan remain as finance minister in the face of economic quagmire? The man who is supposed to be at the wheels, turning the wheels in better ways for the country, says his brain has gone off. And the only recommendation you can give the president now is to create a bread and butter ministry. Gafwan. Eh? And overhyped. And overhyped content. Who they said that bad economy in the country. Look at bad economy. The first time, what is it? He said, we call all the pastors in manner to pray for the country, pray for the economy. Then you go where the budget, la inside. In kind, provide economic update on the country, la inside. People talking about it. Then you say, oh, I think the only thing I can tell the president would just establish one bread and butter ministry and be dividing physical bread and butter. Are you kidding me? Just be dividing physical bread and butter, folks. Let's take a break. Come back. We transition to something else quickly. This is the Freedom Money Rise on Freedom 87.9. My name is Abu. This break.
About musical. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand for the right authority. That it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must talk it, I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia, folks. Okay, welcome back to the final lap of the conversation right here on Freedom 87.9. This is the Freedom Morning Rise. And so on the school feeding stuff, what we've gathered is that the program got activated in 2022. So from 2022 up to end of 2025, the number the president reported is the total number of students that have benefited through that program. That's how many years? 2022, 23, 24, 25. That's 4 years. But they went and put it in the president's soda. They say that only 2025 they fed those number of people. You see the lie? These things will come. They will haunt you. From 2022 to 2025 number, you take it, you say no, that 2025, 1 year, so that you won't create a fake impression. You won't create an impression that you're doing so much. And then when the people say about the thing that you're saying, we live in here. And that is why I like when the president said about the IMF, he said, he said, where is it? Let me try to get that quick, right? The president said, but we living here. We in a country. Listen to so we're here.
Just as much as I live here. Are the Liberians seeing what the international seeing? Or the internationals, are they the one living the life?
In another word, you don't respect whatever the opinion or the rating of.
Okay, no, let hold on. So, but this is it, right? We are living here. So, in a singular year, if you feed 239,000 students, of course, we will know. 1 year, that one nobody will be arguing because we're here, we're feeling it, we're seeing it, we're in the communities. It's our children that's going to the schools. It's our relatives' children. It's our family children that's going to the schools. We will know. Everybody will know. So you take the entire program and, the impact of that program over a period of 4 to 5 years. You take it, you report it for 1 year and put it in the president's soda. You can say since on Jowiya Town 2022 coming. So those were the dishonest, those were the untrue. We do not hate the president. Why would we? But we need the president to bring to bear his 42 years or whatever of experience, leadership, governance, being around, government being in your whole life. You don't do nothing. You don't play football. You don't play no other sport. Nothing. You not wear to private bank. You not wear to factory. All your whole life, anything that government, from one government agency to the other, from one government ministry to the other, from one government office to the other. That's what you been doing. You can't sit down now, you president. Because okay, be here about Lala number, then you there. Mr. Speaker, Mr. President Putin, Madam Katumu Bakai, I let to report to you all that 2025, and we fed. Manja. Okay, so that is that. Let's move on. Let's move on quickly, folks. Let's move on quickly and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Just before that, let's zero in on the report from the fast checker, which we started yesterday, primarily on the numbers, the rules, and the employment figures. Let's go.
Of statements made online and on the radio. During his State of the Nation address on Monday, President Joseph Boakai claimed that his administration has created more than 70,000 short and medium-term jobs and increased the proportion of paved roads in Liberia from under 12% to at least 20%. The president made this claim while highlighting what he described as progress achieved by his government over the past 2 years. To verify the claim of 70,000 jobs created, we reviewed the websites and publications of key government ministries and agencies responsible for employment and labor statistics. However, we found no publicly available data to substantiate the president's claim. On social media, some government officials have circulated what they described as job creation figures. One initiative frequently cited by the UB officials is the World Bank-supported Realize project, indicating that it created 15,000 of the 70,000 jobs. Our review of the project's official website shows that under Component 2, labor-intensive public works, the project provided approximately 10,000 short-term jobs.
And you're listening,
Based on our
10,000, but they
findings,
said,
we
wait,
conclude
and you hear that? So the fast checker said, even the one they try to use, the one they took the World Bank Realize figure, even in that one, they misquoted and inflicted the number. The fast checker checked that 10,000 and change, and they said 15,000 plus. That a woman, what they appoint, she's going to go be transport, not transport, but youth and sport minister. I see they want John Kulu. You know they can all they know too much, no people. John Kulu said, "Come and do the breakdown." You know y'all talking, huh? On a breakdown. Say guys with Vinny, so that more Ali go do your own breakdown and he join inside. Is that something? So, oh God.
On our findings,
Mhm.
we conclude that President Boakai's claim of creating more than 70,000 jobs remains unproven. We have
Unproven.
not found
They're not
verifiable
true.
evidence
No
or
verifiable. We
publicly
can prove it.
available information to
Nowhere.
support the figure he cited.
Okay. So when the fast checker say we can't find any publicly available document, blah blah blah, more Ali jump. Go go. We are. Join enter OKFN studio. And fast checker say they can't find the document. I get the document. So Judas say, give me the document. Get the document, Judas. From 2005 to 2023. Oh, but why you on 2024 and 2025 on data? Oh, the printer not put it outside. No publicly available data. That's according to, and up to now, it's been 3 days, right, since they
The
cannot.
claim that his administration increased Liberia's paved roads from under 12% to at least 20%. We contacted the Minister of Public Works, Roland Giddens,
Mhm.
to request data on the number of kilometers of roads paved by the ministry.
Okay.
However, Minister Giddens did not respond to our inquiry up to the time of producing this fact check
They
segment.
didn't just follow Gideon's
This
mouth. Gideon's saying, I'm
report will
talking
be
right now.
updated
Mm.
if and when a response is received. We then and found that Liberia's total road network
Mhm.
is estimated at approximately 13,000 kilometers. By the end of 2017, before the previous government assumed office, the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf administration had paved about 745 kilometers of roads, representing roughly 5.7% of the total road network. Before the Weah administration left office in December 2023, an additional 400 kilometers, or about 3.1% of the road network, had been paved. This brought the total paved roads to approximately 1,145 kilometers, or 8.8% of the national road network before the Bouaka administration took office in 2024, according to an op-ed written by Deputy Minister of Information Nat Beje, citing data from the Ministry of Public Works and published by Front Page Africa. The Bouaka administration has paved a total of 121.87 kilometers of roads since assuming office. This represents about 0.9% of the road network and brings the country's total paved roads to approximately 1,266 kilometers, or 9.7% of the total network.
Correct.
Meanwhile, Information Minister Jeremy Pia, speaking at the Ministry of Information's regular press briefing on Tuesday, stated that the figure cited by the president was a misquotation of data provided by the Ministry of Public Works, attributing the error to the speech writers. According to Minister Pia, the intended statement was that the administration has taken bold steps to increase Liberia's paved road portfolio from less than 12% to at least 20%. Based on these findings, we conclude that President Bouaka's claim that his administration has increased Liberia's paved roads from under 12% to at least 20% is incorrect. The administration inherited a paved road network of about 8.8% and has increased it to approximately 9.7%, not 20%, although the Minister of Information...
Look at the margin, my people. The 9 point, judging, taking by the report here, it's going to be up there, right? I think you've gotten some additional details and all that. But for you to look at something from 9% and you jump, you go put it way to 20, trying to claim 11% that you've done. Then we say, show all the proof. It's not there. Then somebody say, there's that. I know it's hard, but it's the fact. The facts have to be said. We cannot compromise the facts. Okay, so let's continue with the text. Beginning from page 7 of the President's Sona. And it reads, Mr. President and honorable members of the legislature, despite ongoing global supply pressure, our actions have helped lower the cost of essential goods. Prices have eased for rice, flour, and fuel. Relief that families can feel in their daily lives. For instance, a 25 kg bag of rice of Indian parboiled rice now retails at US $14.50, and flour has dropped to US 35 per 100 pounds bag. Fuel has also stabilized at about US $4 per gallon, helping to reduce transportation costs. We strengthen supply and quality by completing a 17,000 cubic meter fuel storage. Cubic meter fuel storage tank and a molding testing laboratory at the Liberia Petroleum Refinery Company, thereby improving storage capacity, fuel standards, and national energy security. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, I commend the Vice President and the Price Committee for acting to prevent unjustified price increase that harm our people. Let me be clear. Businesses that exploit consumers will be held accountable. Job creation remains a top priority for my administration. Our job creation strategy has focused on addressing binding and structural constraints to growth, including investment in roads, energy, and other infrastructure. In this connection, we have created more than 70,000 short and medium term jobs across infrastructure, agriculture, social protection, and small businesses, among other sectors. Going forward, the Youth Entrepreneurship and Investment Bank project, launched in 2025, will support 30,000 youth-led businesses, creating over 120,000 direct and indirect jobs for youth. A national employment acceleration strategy focused on agriculture, public works, skills training, and support to small enterprises is being finalized. This will facilitate more Liberians to earn decent livelihoods with dignity. The National Development Plan. Honorable members of the legislature, on January 15, 2025, the Liberian government launched the Arrest Agenda for Inclusive Development 2025 to 2029 and the 15 County Development Agenda in Buchanan, Grand Bassa County. These initiatives reaffirm the country's commitment to Vision 2030, focusing on delivering measurable results through decisive implementation. The current budget allocates US $290 million for capital investments in public sector investment projects, making this one of the largest recent government programs. The Arrest Agenda aims to diversify Liberia's economy beyond extraction and boost productivity through more than 370 interventions across sectors like agriculture, infrastructure, energy, tourism, governance, education, health, and sanitation. Targeting annual growth above 5%, the broader goals will include raising GDP per capita above US $1,050 by 2029, reducing the trade deficit and lowering poverty rates. The State of the Republic, delivering results across sectors for improved livelihood and agriculture at the heart of the Arrest Agenda. Mr. Vice President, Mr. Speaker, Madam President Pro Tempore, and members of the legislature, I am pleased to report today that we have made substantial progress across key sectors, including agriculture, the heart of the Arrest Agenda for inclusive development and a driver of job creation, food security, and growth. In 2025, over 198,000 farmers received government support. Let me read that again. In 2005, in 2025 alone, this is according to the president, please. In 2025, over 198,000 farmers received government support, leading to expanded rice and cocoa cultivation and increased agriculture output, infrastructure improvement, including the completion of 166 kilometers of feeder roads, have reduced transport costs and enhanced market access, enabling 33,755 Liberians to move from food insecurity to food security. There you go. In 2026, we will prioritize agribusiness, scaling rice production, expanding mechanization, one priority commodity program, and improving sector financing through new banking legislation. Additionally, the introduction of Liberia's first fiberglass semi-industrial fishing vessel, the Sea King, marks a milestone in boosting domestic fish production and food security. The government encourages private sector and investor engagement to drive inclusive agriculture growth. Infrastructure. Let's come to infrastructure. Road development connecting communities. Mr. Speaker and members of the legislature, nearly 3 years ago, I assured the nation that roads will be our focus, not as a slogan, but rather a commitment to connecting communities with opportunities. In furtherance of this commitment, we focused on restoring key corridors and expanding secondary roads. We increased Liberia's paved roads from under 12% to at least 20%, 20%, and maintain more than 780 kilometers of major routes, ensuring year-round access connectivity improved between Burraville and Bopolu, Salaye and Mandenkoma, Tapita and Zoeju, as well as Buchanan and Greenville, reducing costs and easing hardship for citizens. Key roads like Ganta to Seklepie, now 56%, Seklepie to Tapita up to 92%, and Sanikole to Lugatu at 86% have advanced, while the Kelipo to Fishtown route is now fully paved. Additional projects, including the Buchanan to Greenville Highway, are in the pipeline, thanks to partner support from the African Development Bank, World Bank, and others. Efforts will be made to make Vahun more accessible to the rest of the country via road. The Army Corps of Engineers will play a role in delivering this initiative. In our ongoing commitment to maintain road access for our citizens, I am pleased to announce that the widely discussed 285 yellow machines procured, the president said procured, that means they already finished buying them, by the government last year, are currently being shipped to Liberia. So, but that the president is saying they finished buying the 285 yellow machines. They finished buying the 285 yellow machines. You hear they want again. So tomorrow when we go in the future, when we hear the president will say, oh, the president lied, say, oh, this, the president is so he say they procured the 285 yellow machine already. They have begun shipping them. Okay, we're getting there. To Liberia, these assets will be located at county hubs and used to support road maintenance and will be a crucial part of our disaster response preparedness across the country. Mr. Speaker, honorable members of the legislature, fellow Liberians, we continue to make progress in connecting counties, capitals, and major assets, although the RRA Road Corridor project faced delays due to ongoing audits and scope changes. We still increased the length of the pavement from 20 to 25 kilometers. With the audit and rescoping nearing completion, full work on this corridor is expected to resume in 2026. The Pavi-Fort concession agreement, which is designed to promote public-private partnership in road development, has been signed following your approval. Covered under this agreement are the Simpor Bridge to Bo Watersa, Medina to Rubber Sports, and Madikoma to Vonjaman corridors. Construction on the project is scheduled to begin next month with a groundbreaking ceremony. Urban improvements on alleyways, drainages, and lighting in communities such as Cinco, Vartown, and Cardwell, the Japan Freeway, and Marshall are ongoing. Improving access and security for communities. Work on the overpass on Tottenham Boulevard has commenced and is set for completion by 2027. In rural areas, 411 kilometers of rural roads and 122 kilometers of urban roads have been paved since this administration began. Looking ahead, the goal is to surpass 485 kilometers of paved roads by 2029. So, Minister 12 in the studio here the other day, he said for United Party to start talking about road building compared with CDC, they have to surpass what the CDC achieved of over 450 kilometers of road, 455, right? So the president put in a speech. He said by 2029, they're targeting 485. But mind you, now 2 years now, they have paved 120 plus kilometers. That's, I read that earlier on, right? So they are left with how many more, right? Like 300 and change, right? Okay, so in rural areas, we've done that. Energy, the state of electricity. Let me see the time. Okay, energy, the state of electricity. Mr. Speaker, honorable members of the legislature, electricity is the critical enabler for industrialization and other critical development programs. In 2025, the government, through the Liberia Electricity Corporation, focused on stabilizing the energy sector and expanding access as part of the ARREST agenda and our National Energy Compact. Over 63,000 new connections were established, covering communities in Montserrado and electrifying 124 villages. 124 villages in Grand Bassa, Riverses, Bonk, and Nimba. Through these initiatives, 17,000 households have access to power for the first time. Electricity tariffs have been cut to ease household costs, positioning energy as a driver for growth. Through the Rural and Renewable Energy Agency, we use solar power to provide electricity for 88 clinics across 14 counties in rural regions. Harper, Barclayville, Kawe, and Zozo have each benefited from 117 street lights as part of the Lighting Up Rural Community Initiative. We have installed 3,791 street lights through the CLSG Rural Electrification Program, benefiting over 124 towns and villages in Nimba, Grand Bassa, Riverses, and Bonk counties. The program also provided electricity to 2 universities, ABC and Cottington, 2 hospitals, Riverses District and Mother of Light Rehab, and is strengthening the cross-border grid in Nimba, Bonk, and Margibi counties. Mankofe Hydro Power remain reliable. Outages decrease and electricity sales rose by 24%. Revenue topped US $71 million, and collection efficiency reached 94%. Oh, okay. 94%. So that means collection efficiency reached 94%. Further investment in reforms at the LEC will aim to address the utility and ensure reliable service. In 2026, we plan to have 100,000 new connections, deployed advanced transmission lines and smart meters, and reduce system losses to 35%, with more improvements ahead. Major projects underway include a 250 megawatt gas to power plant, a 200 megawatt solar plant with storage, and a new hydropower project on the St. John River along existing solar, thermal, and hydropower capacity totaling over 700 megawatt. Telecommunication, connectivity, and digital transformation. Through our digital initiative, we created a new RCT strategic action plan to monitor the National Telecommunication Framework, and half of the government agency have transitioned to a unified RCT system. By November 2025, 56% of these entities have installed fiber optic networks, and 80% of their critical RCT infrastructure was secured with cybersecurity measures. Digital finance advanced with mobile money use rise from 46% to 58% in 2025. The central bank launched the Inclusive Instant Payment System, enabling real-time transactions and cross-border payments across Africa. Mobile network coverage expanded into undeserved areas, improving access and participation in the digital economy. Port infrastructure development, air and sea. We will do. So air and sea we will do. Say the National Port Authority remains a critical gateway to Liberia's economy. Following visit to Morocco last November, a Moroccan port development entity agreed to invest in equipment and logistics for the Port of Monrovia, breaking a long-standing monopoly and boosting competition. Master plans for the Port of Monrovia and Buchanan have been developed. Tariff reforms are driving revenue growth. Further upgrades will include dredging the Port of Monrovia for large ships, easing congestion, reducing costs, and introducing 24-hour operation. Have we not yet? I thought that has been something already. At Rabos International Airport, significant upgrades were completed, including the reopening of taxiway Bravo, rehabilitation of the apron and jet bridge, and installation of new navigation aids. These improvements were finalized ahead of Turkish Airlines' inaugural flight on May 11, 2026, representing a major advancement for Liberian aviation. Additionally, an agreement has been secured with South Korea's MIG Group to develop a ship recycling center and establish a private-public partnership domestic airline in Liberia with an initial fleet of 3 aircraft. Public transport. Let's go to public transport. Mr. Speaker and honorable members of the legislature, public transport is a vital service that every Liberian deserves. The National Transit Authority has long faced neglect with deteriorated infrastructure and unchecked corruption. We are changing that. Last year, we procured 64 buses now deployed and serving Liberians nationwide. We also broke ground for a modern NTA headquarters, a step that will enhance service delivery and transform public transportation in our country. Finally, for today, right, reclaiming our global maritime presence. Since 1948, Liberia Maritime Program has been central to our economy and global standing, featuring the world's largest open ship registry and skilled mariners. Recent modernization initiatives in sector include a domestic watercraft monitoring program with ARS, this first in decades, and vessel monitoring system technology for enhanced safety. Also, our re-election to the International Maritime Organization's Category A affirms Liberia's leadership in maritime governance. Sector investment, advanced social development for better livelihoods, education. Education is fundamental to Liberia's renewal and growth in human capital. furtherance of the unified data-driven reform adopted in 2024, access to quality learning for all children has been guaranteed. Teachers' dignity was restored by removing over 1,000 ghost names from the payroll. Consequently, over 2,000 qualified, vulnerable, or volunteer teachers were hired across counties. Through the US $88.7 million Excel project supported by the World Bank and the Global Partnership for Education, we prioritize literacy and numeracy for grades 1 to 3, ensuring that basic skills are acquired by third grade. Our national digital learning platform now reaches remote villages with multimedia lessons, including sign language support. Also, 156 schools have been equipped with computer lab. 156 schools have been equipped with computer labs, and nearly 300 teachers have received technology training. So yeah, Google. As part of our education effort, we improve the learning environment by supplying over 26,000 desks and chairs through the One Child, One Chair initiative. We also invested in building model schools in Bonk, Mangibi, and Nimba counties, in addition to renovating 40 schools and distributing 22,000 STEM kits, right? So what a model schools that you're building? What a model school. I hope none of the one what the previous government left. That's only you're ashamed to put it in there. Yes, so when a model school. Is it through a partnership with Tuskegee University and Booker Washington Institute, young Liberians will have the opportunity to pursue further technical training in a range of vocations. Our national school feeding program supported more than 239,000 students. Transparency and governance improved with the resumption of the annual school census, which covers 6,394 schools after a 4-year pause. The launch of the digital school permit platform and expanded scholarships with local recipients increasing from 378 to 1,000. Why all areas? Okay, let me try to get. While all areas for 210 students abroad were settled, funds were also allocated to renovate the University of Liberia and public schools to address congestion and improve facility. To further demonstrate our commitment to education, we provided funds for the renovation of the University of Liberia and several public schools across the country. This intervention will address the long-standing post-Civil War problem of congestion. So that is that. Okay. So, folks, we have completed up to page 11 of the President's Sonar, and you listen to some of these things, some of what we've been having conversations on already. Okay, some of these things we've been having conversations on already there. So this is it. Let's open the phone lines and continue the conversation with you all out there on 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 886 500 104 are the numbers to call, and you will be live. Listen to the reading, listen to the numbers. Let's hear you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, Abu, this is Burma, high level power delegation in Attorney from District 74 Village this morning.
Go ahead.
Abu, you know, that document, when you take your time reading that document, it's just like you wasting time, Abu. You see, this old man lied to the guy who he sold the bill go to. when he said he put salt in the water for the goat to drink to get busy and said it, and he did that. The old man lied to all again that this country when he take power, you kind of rescue and do this and do that. The old man said he gave 70,000 people job. Where are those people? Which country? Which city? Which town? This is not the yellow machine again. He said the oil they pay for the yellow machine. So you know, this is the time now our lawmaker will protect for. Because I think there is something in the constitution that when the president allow on put the word impeachment. I think this is the time now for them to see how best some of those things that they said to do the verification and even call the public minister or the Ministry of Youth and Sport. They 70,000 jobs. How they employ those people? What was the procurement process that they went through? And which area that they get those guys to do the work? Or where are some of those guys they are currently working?
Yeah, what the payroll? What the payroll for the guys?
Come again?
The payroll. How much they paying the people? Let know.
The payroll. How much they pay each of those guys? Because the pay. I think this was impeachment. Our lawmakers. I think if once our current girl going to be in our house at this time, then I think he's working on impeachment bill, for the president, because this, what the president did, they want impeachment lying on us, that could be lying on us there. But I think we have to revisit that part of the constitution that talk about the state nation address. Because when any president you come to address the nation, after your speech, the journalists or even our lawmaker should get a time to ask you some questions on some of those things that you say.
I know, right? Hello, good morning. Sisi Pape, welcome.
Yeah. God bless all of you to the radio station and God you and your children. So, everything what God doing to us, we live with God. That God will judge between him and money. The good and man do for him, man save him God first, and then the second. Then it takes back, it will all kind of things for the money that God paying for that. Me, I encouraging all the citizens for everyone to sharp their voting card. If you never pay your voting card, no point in pay. So now the 2029, now Friday, the man now made me, I got to tell my another phone before I put SIM cards and call. So we pray. We read to the river and we read there, we know how to cross it. So I beg you, you must help me to get one phone so I'll be calling as the way I've been calling before. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir.
James Labro, and I'm calling from the township of West Point.
Yeah, James, go ahead.
Hello, Abu, let me say thank you for every morning you woke up, morning here, at least informing us. Let me say thank you so much. It's not an easy thing.
Hey, welcome, brother.
You see, the Pape Abu, the Pape can lie. They can really lie. Abu, when we were feeding the children in a rural school, where, because even the West Point are here, I think MV Massacre are here, we don't see the children even carrying one plate. The children and teacher will be fighting because they want to outside to eat.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's put that one aside. The digital, where these provide those computer labs. In which country? What?
So they put computer in. Say they put computer in over. I mean, how many schools? 200 and change schools across the country. Something like where are the schools?
The country. Where? Because you are not telling us you go to the other school campus. You go the fact is about Abu. You see, like the information minister here was correcting him. The thing is laughable. If you can always lie, there are times you'll be caught up and it can be so bad, Abu. And I think we shouldn't be falling for such a thing. Even if you are in unity parties in this country, some of you that sound, don't fall for the kind of thing. Look in your government face and tell them the bold truth. Don't be in the community to spread lies. Because the kind of thing we're hearing from this president, they are all lies. 70,000 jobs. Then you go to and say, Keke Rara, Mudoba Rara. What are you? Are you killing us? Oh, man, Abu. Thank you so much, man.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's take more calls. Go ahead. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu Sherry, and let me say good morning to the Sherry listener this morning. This is David King. I joined you from Marshall Junction this morning in Lower Margate District 2, District 1. You know, Abu, there's a black guy we have said all the time in the game. That means the black guy don't have anything in his DNA for truth. Abu, when somebody writes you a speech that you're supposed to present, you are the line editor of that speech. And you will present a speech, you have to edit it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need to do your own editing. And somebody will tell me, say, somebody responsible for what the president said, they manipulated the president. The president was not manipulated. The president deliberately took even the members of the diplomatic corps and the Latino people and go and to a warfare line.
The president said they have equipped 156 schools with computer lab. So we're asking where are those schools?
The president lied. This is the biggest lie ever told by this president. Because you and I, we know very well that.
How you know that the biggest? We are still in 2026. You know what are some more coming?
Yeah, maybe another lie was coming in because this president is notorious for doing all of the lies, and the last time he told us that his friend gave me yellow machine. The friend didn't even arrest the Jana in yellow machine one gentleman and female. So I was almost surprised that this day he came back to us to tell us the yellow machine, they carried it back.
All right,
every time the president will lie and will keep me in power because we enjoy a lie. I mean, we are disappointed. This president needs to be impeached. There's a need of our impeachment bill on the floor so that the president can be impeached because
all right,
he just lied on the oath.
Thank you very much, my brother. Let's take you right here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Abraham. This is Edmond again. And again, if you put computer more than 150 public school, we start from Raya Monrovia.
Mm-hmm.
Before we can go out of Monrovia. So why is it? Because saying that speech, we have been asking people. Because I am around one of the biggest public school in PNV here. PNV community hall. I'm sending people there to check whether it is there. But nobody can take this thing away from the president. Because if the president will go and stand before the national legislature which are the direct representative of the Liberian people and lies. And then up to present, he are not taking any stand against any minister, meaning it was censored. Because if you go and check in your speak, it is there, computer, it is there or 239, and then you know the person that is responsible is the minister proper. The minister proper stays sick there. Okay. You are lying. That means it was sanctioned by the president.
All right, Amonka, thank you very much. And so, yes, indeed, this is exactly how we like to draw the curtains on this Thursday morning edition of the nation's premier breakfast platform, the Freedom Morning Rise on Freedom 87.9. Until we see you next week, Monday, but the weekend team will be here on tomorrow. Please have yourself a wonderful time and stay safe. My name is Abu Sharif. Bye-bye.